Hey, how's it going everybody? My name is Will Tran with the Filmmakers Code. Today we're talking about top 5 beginner screenwriting mistakes. Number 1, writing what you cannot shoot. This is a very big one, and this is something that we obviously did a lot whenever we first started out. We started writing things that we cannot technically pull off. We totally get it. It's because you're excited, you want to make something big. However, this is the reason why we didn't get a whole lot of films produced, is because we kept writing things that we cannot shoot. There's one script we wrote where we needed 30 guys to break through windows. We don't have access to 30 guys, nor do we have windows to break. We're all gonna get to the point where we can create bigger and better films and we have access to 30 people and windows to break. But for right now, keep it simple because simple is best. Number 2, writing a waking up sequence. Again, this is something that we did a lot when we first started out, but this is a very common thing that we see in a lot of beginner and student filmmakers. A character wakes up from his alarm clock, then performs his whole morning routine before the story even starts. Now, there are several reasons why we believe people do this. It's because 1, our story starts right when we wake up, when the day begins. But the other reason why we believe beginner filmmakers tend to write these sequences is because they don't exactly know what story that they want to write, so to get their creative juices flowing by writing a waking up sequence because it's really easy to write. And that's the biggest problem with a waking up sequence. It's too predictable and unnecessary. Number 3, writing with no plan. Now, this is another big problem with beginner filmmakers. I want you to ask yourself right now, why do you write these films? Think about that seriously for a second. Why do you write these films? Is it because you just like typing on a keyboard? Is it just fun to look at script format? Or is it because you are trying to get this film produced and created so you can put it on the big screen at festivals? You need to understand this. Every single script that you write must have a plan for production. Before you even write the first word in the script, you need to be planning to put this film into a production and getting it created. No more writing scripts just for the sake of writing scripts. Once you get to the point of being able to pitch to producers, that's a whole nother thing. But for right now, we are indie filmmakers, so we need to make our own films. And this does lead me to my next point. Number 4, always stuck in pre-production hell. And once again, we have made this mistake before, where we just constantly keep writing scripts just for the sake of writing scripts and then never getting any of them produced. And we've seen it a lot in people who come up to us. They always say, hey guys, we got the script. We're wondering if you'd be willing to make this into a film with us. And we're like, okay, cool, let's see a second revision. And then they never give us a second revision. And then the next day they come up with this, hey, we got this new script right here. I say, well, what happened to the old one? We didn't like that one. We're writing this new one right now. And then the vicious cycle continues. Again, every film you write must have a plan for production. And moving on to the final point, number 5, thinking story is all that matters. This has been a recent motto of the course right here. If you don't have a plan for production, such as budgeting, actors, people that are going to work with you, locations, crafty, editing, camera choice, formats. If you don't have a plan for any of that, it doesn't matter how good your story is, your film will not pan out well. And so there you have it, our top 5 beginner screenwriting mistakes. And on top of these 5 screenwriting mistakes, there are 10 other technical mistakes that most beginner filmmakers don't ever want to learn. And of course, I can't explain all of that in this one video, so check out our 30-minute training video in the description. But remember everybody, your work is only just as good as the fun that you had creating it. My name is Will Tran, and I'll see you in the next video.